What we have here is the brand new album from Popstar Underscores. It's called You. And this to me is a great, phenomenal display of dance, electropop, synth pop, bass, electronic music in general. And I feel like this is a highly energetic, thumping, danceable, catchy display of pop music that sounds like today while also sounding like the future. This feels like a really sweet yet firm embrace of a pair of arms that are made of chrome and wires. It's a really cool listen. I really had a good time. And speaking of the future and this record, my mind naturally went to a specific place. And I feel like it probably, if you're listening to this record, will take you to the same place. And that place, obviously, is thinking about people who purchase life size dolls strictly for the purpose of having sex with them. Now, I've always felt like I'm not a judgmental person. I could be. I could judge. It happens. I'm not perfect. But in general, I'm not a judgmental person. As long as you're doing whatever it is that you do in your day to day life or in the privacy of your bedroom, what may or may not be going on in there, as long as you're not actively hurting someone else, what do I care? Do whatever you want. It's none of my business. Now, those things that you do still may be considered kind of sad, but it is what it is. Again, if you're not hurting other people, do whatever you want. Now, I recall a study, and I don't remember who it's from. It was a couple of years ago. I don't even have the exact number in my head, but I remember it was something really wild. Like by the year, let's say 2040, over 50% of men will be engaging intimately, mainly with animatronic or dolls, as opposed to actual women. That's that's pretty crazy to say the least. And also, it makes you think about when they first started making those molds. You know what I'm talking about? Those molds of you know, the honey pot. I don't know what I can call it on here. I always found those things incredibly funny because, I mean, they would mold them sometimes after like the actual area of like an actress from the erotic arts, and what men were engaging with these things and being like, oh yeah, this must be what it really feels like to be with Jenna Jameson. Oh yeah, I'm gonna shoot. That's not what I sound like. In case anybody was wondering. um, but I also noticed that they upgraded those things over time, uh, where like the mold was like of the whole butt, so you had access to, both avenues. So I guess when you purchased one of those molds, then you're just automatically assuming that this mold is cool with, backdoor action, like it's all good. um but I know that they have been making advances with these life-size dolls year after year, making them as realistic as possible. I find that to be incredibly scary, incredibly scary. And I also think about the maintenance of these things. Like when you're doing your thing and you finish, um you got to do something with it, right? I mean, I'm sure, I guess, now that I'm talking out loud and thinking about this, I guess we will eventually get to the point where these things are self cleaning. They just do it for you, but you still have to do something about that, right? No matter what, you have to deal with, you know, the love juice somehow, some way. Um, what is this review about again? So yeah, this record is really good, really good. All the people who say I'm the worst like reviewer of music on the internet, this is one of the reviews that they can use as an example. So I get it. I get it. But going back to these dolls, nothing good can come from this as they get more and more advanced. We've seen enough movies, we've read enough books, we've seen enough shows where we know that eventually the rise of AI and these machines will be our downfall. It's so obvious. And actually, there's a movie. There's a movie, I believe it's on Netflix. It stars Megan Fox. It's called Subservient or Subservient, and it's about a doll. Megan Fox plays this animatronic doll who, I guess, she ends up seducing the dad, and then a bunch of bad stuff happens. It's a terrible movie. It's not good. But I am 1000% positive. 1000% positive that when they came up with the idea for that movie, when they brainstormed and they came together and wrote that script, the root idea, some guy went up to another guy and he was like, "Did you see that movie, Megan? Did you see it? What if, like, you could, like, fuck it?" That was absolutely how that movie got made. Not a good movie. Not a good movie. But this right here is one of the best pop records of the year. Had a lot of fun, super catchy, really enjoyed it. I apologize for this review because this record is really good. 9 sticks of butter. Peace, love, butter.